Local truck drivers accuse migrant workers of taking their jobs. Discovery of rodents in Savannah Beach spark agent probe, and more than 3,000 captives freed in Nigeria military rescue operation. Good evening and welcome to our 7 p.m. live. It is a great pleasure to have your company. My name is Sulan Ranchobolo and thank you for joining us. A group of truck drivers gathered outside the Ministry of Labor and Home Affairs this morning to deliver a petition and present their concerns to Minister Pius Mokware. Among the issues raised was the employment of foreign nationals by local companies to drive trucks, a matter the drivers say it is affecting their employment opportunities.
Minister Mokware had assured truck drivers that his ministry would look into the issues they had raised. He encouraged the truck drivers to come forth and engage with officials at his ministry to discuss their concerns further and share their experiences so that appropriate action can be taken.
I want to how to track. Open our match. Go out to la yini. You say to the we tell her, oh, we could also make a figure of using our muti a cavori. The carry right here a cavori. You make a person more company, but I can so well as about I grab really good. The good 6 months. Il est là pour on a bien la beauté et la possibilité de le voter. C'est que nous pouvons faire que voir allo. Pour le mahatale manzira. A tout de l'autre catches, à de l'autre gaïda si. Voilà qui sera amulo ou joan. A how you go on a good one or bar, c'est que nous et voir na. One on a under banana is a repetition on a isawi. Nar de wala one of the one of those a very well artificial tagua.
Après tout c'est du compos. C'est le setting. Ke di tona di na le ba kgweetsi ba ba tswang ga o botsa gore permit ga te go dipieno office ya gago e simolotse go ntsha permit ya 3 months go ba kgweetsi ba ba tswang ba batla gore permit e eme ka le ke bua ke na le bosupi rra
3 months
nka bua ka lwana go bothokong ba issue ya di permit tsa bo 3 months ya no bona ba tswa ba le ba ba kgweetsi every 3 months ba renew
se go go na yo ke sala mara eta vele dilo tsa go ferefere ka ra rena le team e re dirile team ya rona e tsantsa batho ba immigration tsantsa GIS tsantsa mapodisi mo teng e tsantsa ba DCC ba re tshomisa le tsotlhe hala hantse jalo go nela batho ba terata ba tla latela company ate re go bona batho ba ba ntseng jalo go na le bangwe ba ile gore ba phidi a ke re gape mitao ga tshwentse gore e fele go wa thiba go ra go o tlo tswalla go ntse ga o bereka ka bola o itlhela re ga na ke yang kantata ya gore di permit tsa batho ga rena le backlog ya tsona ba bangwe o itlhela ba ntse ba extendela ka gore kopo tsa bone di teng le tsone ra go di ga re ka tsena ba ra di so hore clear ebile gape ga re boele ko morago se ka se kopa mo go lwa kana ga le pele ga ke tsena mo go ke kana ka tsamaiso ebile le ka tsona go tswantse gore mohiri mongwe le mongwe a tseye batho kae o leila ke ya ka bua ke re mo line ya no bangwe ga ba diri jalo ba hiri ba ta go ba tsama ina kwa go ba tsama ba go ipatela batho go ba se ba sa tseye mo line ya ro tekela line one ntse e me golo ngala go tla se mo so buang ka so ya no kana mo go thata gore le rona re ka go sala morago ya re re tla company re ba to ile mo tswa ntse ke no sa go motse e ko line aba bua mabaka a bua njalo ka re le bona ba le lona ga se gore ba lotlheka le ikwadisitse kwa lotlhe ba nkana ga ba ikwadisa ya re ka simolla rotlhe ra dumalana ra wela mo tseleng ya gore a re ikwadiseng kwa rotlhe kwa mme batho ba tsewe bone ko line that can work perfectly well ra gore ke na le wena mo kganyeng e ntseng jalo ra dumalana a re tswele re tshwaragane hela jaaka re ntse re tshwaragane ya dilo tse re dintshe le tle re bona gore go ka nna ka tsela e ntseng jang re baakanye tsone di-conditions tsa madriver a rona re bone gore ditiro di ka nna teng nna ke na le tshepo e ntsi gore mo molong wa leiba o mošwa o tlang o ileng o lebelela gore batho ba tshwanetse ba bereke 8 hours bontsi jwa batswana ba go bona ditiro.
A food safety scare has sent shock waves as authorities scramble to respond to alarming reports of dead rodents found in packaged batch of tsabana. This unsettling discovery has prompted a coordinated investigation involving multiple agencies.
In a serving dated August 3rd, 2026, the Kwaneng District Council has called on environmental health officials nationwide to swiftly assess the availability of the trained product in their cases. The alert specifically targets a 2.5 tsabana with batch number A16326, produced on June 12, 2026, and set to expire on October 12, 2026. The product, manufactured by Foods Botswana Pty Ltd in Serowe, is now at the center of a growing food safety crisis. The document reveals that the alarming find of dead rodents has triggered the activation of food safety protocols. District councils are now tasked with tracing the distribution of the affected batch, while the Kwaneng District Council collaborates with the manufacturer to gather detailed distribution and traceability data to assess the extent of the potential risk. The incident raises serious questions about food safety standards and quality control as authorities work to determine whether this is an isolated case or if a broader product recall is on the horizon. YTV News.
A murder prosecution that lingered in the courts for nearly 13 years came to an end after High Court ruled that the state had failed to produce sufficient evidence to sustain the charge.
Justice Mpimetse Mutumisi discharged and acquitted Mudisa Utsile Sam after uploading a non-case to answer application by defense attorney Kesere Sekwanyane. The ruling meant Sam was not required to present a defense, with the court finding that the prosecution had failed to establish a prima facie case. Sam had been charged with the murder of his friend Tebogo Mokgotsi, who died following a fatal stabbing during an altercation in Tsolomsas in 2013. In his application, Sekwanyane argued that the state had failed to prove the essential elements of the offense or lead evidence capable of supporting a conviction. Justice Mutumisi agreed, holding that the prosecution's case fell below the legal threshold required to call upon the accused to answer the charge. YTV.
And in other news, the Deputy Permanent Secretary for Information, Broadcasting and Printing, Tsireleso Motlogelo, came under sharp scrutiny at the Public Accounts Committee PAC hearing when he attempted to defend a daily news article headlined "How Manual Workers Union Froze Workers' Salaries." Motlogelo maintained that the article was intended as an analysis piece rather than a conventional news report. However, his defense was swiftly challenged by PAC member who argued that the headline itself carried the hallmarks of propaganda rather than objective analysis.
The daily news editorially, philosophically, would have to be positioned, if any government is in place, would be positioned to address the strategic issues. Government in a position in a certain view. The analysis in the daily news, therefore, is within that context. But the editorial position is that it's a healthy debate because it was raising substantive issues. We are here to get a response addressing the substantive issues which were raised. It's just an analysis of what happened at court.
Chair. We cannot sit here and listen to Ramoto Helwa Abuajaka Abuaya. Kana heading ya article more telling you see how manual workers froze workers' salaries. And Nakijumela Motlohelwa is a seasoned journalist. And why it's already this is just a propaganda heading. One faction attacking another faction. It has nothing to do with analysis here quotes a maileja. And the first sentence here in chair. Your manual workers officials, Johnson Mutsarakole and Robert Rabasimani, reportedly earn 100,000 a month. What does it have to do with bargaining council? Nothing. You can't defend Homo Onzinya. We expected you, or how you go rahurumente, or private sector. You are bringing professionalism, not this petty stuff. And you are here defending propaganda, attacking people.
Taro, you made your point, Honorable. And I badling at the one or nearly propaganda intended to damage and tarnish the name and reputation of the named persons. But just give us a response to that and we transition.
Where we are sitting, the way it sounds, a bit of bias. But it's just to go back to our editorial position going forward.
Meanwhile, the Public Accounts Committee has heard that Steve Harvey's contract is worth more than R1 billion. Accounting officer told the committee that so far about 300 million pula has been paid under the Botswana Ignite project in its first year. The project launched in 2024 as a 3-year initiative to grow Botswana's film and television industry through training, mentorship, and production opportunities, has a reported contract value of 1 billion pula.
Deliverables for that project, in only remodeling of the mass media auditorium and the production equipment. It was part of the first year deliverables as per the contract. The contract was a 3-year contract. Only procurement of television production services from Steve Harvey Group. One of the productions, nearly Family Feud Botswana. It was one of the deliverables. Not only the trainings and across Botswana, they have been trained as part of the deliverables that were of that particular year. Hanale procurement of television production services from Steve Harvey Kabuyene. That has happened. Jaka Hongwe Chairman Nabua, Hakitora Gidia Tolose, Atone, Nero producer the television programs, who deals with the existing international formats.
Summarize a hell, I don't
Chairman, because niggas are Gitawi Kilits, it's an acquaintance, Kodirayar. Hongwe first year in terms of the contract, it has been delivered. Like this was a 3-year contract. The deliverables as per the 2nd year and 3rd year are still outstanding. Just like a number of projects in this current economic situation, the Botswana Ignite project, Leone stall because funding for the 2nd year and 3rd year, Haka and nothing. Let me hasten to point out that we are still in contract and we are still intending to go ahead with the implementation of the Botswana Ignite project. The quantum was 79 million. US dollars.
79 million US dollars.
Yes, sir.
That would translate into
slightly under $1 billion pool.
79.
How much has been paid so far to him or to his company?
26 million US dollars.
Me talking 300 million. Is that maybe close enough?
So, I don't do it around 300 million. It's for a period of 1 year or 2 years.
This is a 3-year contract. So the deliverables for the first year has been delivered at that amount. So we are still left with the second year and the third year to take it to the $79 million.
And still to come in this bulletin, more than 3,000 captives freed in Nigeria military rescue operation. Stay with us for more news.
ba re o se bone na ka tsapudi go patagana bola di tswa le jone badimong se ke maaka maakela malata marutwa ka kgomo maakela malata masthana a sana tsa one gologano ke na ka la phala o mokokoto makoko magopa ka mpa isana mo tlhala bosmane ke tswantswe lo sekolo di thona montswe le sanetse mo di kaletsa mo lo di kwata ba ka makodipodi ya majwe ka makodipodi ya majwe se ke matlhasedi ya Setswana thulaganyo e ka yone re upa upang ditsangwao re upa upang bontle re upa upang kitso tsa Setswana tse di matshophe ke matlhasedi ya thulaganyo e ka yone re upa upang ditsangwao.
Pick a box for a chance to win your share of over 400,000 pula and weekly gift cards with ShopRite. Spend 100 pula or more and buy any 3 participating products. WhatsApp the code on your till slip and pick a box to see if you're a winner. Only at ShopRite.
You're now rocking with my man DJ Lil Monka, official DJ for Double HP. What up, fam?
Yeah, man, I'm chilling like a villain. I'm up in here, hip hop and dava. That's what it is, man. Support.
One of Botswana's probably greatest lyricists to ever come out of this country. We call him Drama Boy because, boy, that boy got lyrics that are dramatic.
Too many niggas for my tamo. I think about it, get bailed samo. I think about it, get hasama temogamo. My heart beat like Mujumo Amodramo.
B-Boy is the original dance for the hip-hop culture. B-Boy can be traced as far back as this 1960s.
I've been down. See, that's the problem, you clowns. You look at me and think it's time for comedy rounds. Well, Link's cool, he can get you allowed. But I don't see him holding hands in the mall with you now. I don't see him making plans, try to settle like wow.
B-Dub, what it is, welcome to another action-packed show of The Foundation. Classical flashbacks right here on YTV.
Fridays at 7:30 p.m. Hot like a heater.
Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. We now take a look at the stories from around the world. More than 3,000 people kidnapped from their communities in February have been rescued by Nigerian military after weeks of operation. Many of them are in terrible conditions, having spent more than 6 months in captivity. Many of the rescued will be returning to almost nothing, finding their homes, farms and businesses completely destroyed. Al Jazeera's Ahmed Idris reports from central Nigeria.
A 6-month ordeal comes to an end as the more than 150 people kidnapped from Woro community in February this year have regained their freedom. But as you can see, many of them, most of them, are in terrible conditions. This is the first time in more than 6 months that they are breathing the air of freedom. So more than 300 people have been rescued by the Nigerian military after weeks of operation. Among them, these people from Woro community. When gunmen attacked their community, more than 150 people have been killed. They burned down the entire village, destroyed their means of livelihood, and of course, instilled fear within the community to such a manner that a lot of people are wondering whether or not they will ever go back to their communities again. Many of them here will be going back to almost nothing because they will find their homes, their farms, their businesses completely destroyed by their attackers. So today, they are back within the community. What you see here are some of the tired and sick children, women and children who have been rescued by the Nigerian military. The plan is to move these people from the comfort of this hotel. This is the first decent accommodation they're seeing in 6 months. The idea is to move them from this accommodation in a few hours to a medical facility that could take care of their health and, of course, review them. First of all, when they were brought into Ilorin, they were taken and debriefed by the military, who are coordinating the formal handover of these released captives to civilian authorities here in Kwara State. Ahmed Idris, Al Jazeera in Ilorin, central Nigeria.
We now take a very short break followed by sports update.
ba re o se bone na ka tsa pudi go patagana bola di tswa le jone badimong se ke maaka maakela malata marutwa ka kgomo maakela malata masthana a sana tsa one gologano ke na ka la phala o mokokoto makoko magopa ka mpa isana motlhala moshimane ke tswantswe lo sekolo di thona montswe le sanetse mo di ka leletsa molodi go taba ka makotipudi ya majwe ka makotipudi ya majwe se ke matlhasedi ya Setswana thulaganyo e ka yone re upa-upang ditsangwao re upa-upang bontle re upa-upang kitso tsa Setswana tse di matshodi-matshophe ke matlhasedi ya thulaganyo e ka yone re upa-upang ditsangwao.
Lunch with your fave.
I will be serving up a delicious hour of exclusive interviews and behind-the-scenes stories with the biggest name in the entertainment industry.
Lunch with your faves, Saturday at 8 p.m. Only on YTV.
I am here with a very talented woman, Dr. Lame Pusetso.
For me, it was more into diversity, learning that poetry is not only an issue. It also means me having to appear in a documentary or a narration. It also means me having to do a voiceover for a particular thing.
Okay, let's see what you've drawn.
We look and we don't judge.
Okay. Catch May every Tuesday at 8 p.m. only on YTV.
It's a short birthday, a major birthday. Come fill up your trolley.
ShopRite's birthday is in the Major League with major low prices. Get 5 kg Farmer's Choice frozen chicken mixed portions, only 178 pula 99. 5 kg Blue Crystal white or brown sugar for 76 pula 99 each. And 48 Notwane number 2 large eggs, just 82 pula 99 per tray. Get major savings with ShopRite's Major League birthday.
Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. And now in sports tonight, as teams await for the Botswana football calendar, pre-season continues this coming weekend across the country. And all roads lead to Francistown at the Obedi Tani Chulube Stadium in Francistown for the inaugural 30 Reward Tournament, which will feature 4 men for professional teams consisting of Township Rollers, Tonada FC, Tafik and Nkana FC from Zambia, and 2 teams in the ladies category as new Baby Tonada FC ladies will face Frafa champion Strong, while as Curtain Raisers. Other roads lead to the National Stadium on Saturday afternoon as Katlan Giants and Mushurisen the Chiefs will face Rapa United at the National Stadium in another pre-season game. And in international sports, Executive Committee has confirmed its support for FIFA President Gianni Infantino at odds with its counterparts in Europe, North America and Asia Infantino will stand in as the president candidate for the 4th time in the upcoming FIFA elections.
The Confederation of African Football has unanimously reconfirmed its support for embattled FIFA President Gianni Infantino following a meeting of its executive committee. He's been under intense pressure for the World Football governing body's handling of a now-shelved proposal to open the World Cup to private investment. With CAF making up 54 of FIFA's 211 member associations, it's a powerful voting bloc that has largely supported Infantino since he took office in 2016. In a statement, the body thanked him for his support of African football over the years, but its president Patrice Motsepe stressed the need for good governance and transparency. CAF's support will provide some relief to Infantino, who's hoping to win re-election for a 4th and final term in office in March. He's faced widespread criticism and calls for him to resign from football bodies across the world, including the powerful European UEFA, which has reiterated its threat to boycott FIFA tournaments.
And that's all for the sports update for tonight. Let's now take a recap of tonight's headlines. Local truck drivers accuse migrant workers of taking their jobs. Discovery of rodents in Tsabana Beach spark agent probe. And more than 3,000 captives freed in Nigeria military rescue operation. That's all the news we had for you tonight. Thank you once again for watching YTV. You can follow us on our Facebook page or get in touch with us on our WhatsApp line, that is 74119209. And from myself and the rest of the YTV News Desk, good night.